Okay, welcome to my game. It's called Acroarachnid. This is the title screen. Basically how I made this is I made a widget and made it so you could select the things and it would open up the level. But yeah, it's called Acroarachnid. So here we are on this duck. It's like a bathtub, so you're in this massive bathtub. And your main goal is to just escape the bath. So here we can see that we've got some pop-ups for some tutorials, so it shows you at the bottom that you press Q to enter the boat and what island you've just discovered. So here's the boat, you press Q to get in and you can drive it. So you use WASD and you basically lock yourself onto the thing so you control it. So that's the duck back there. Over there is where the end is going to be, so you've got to try and get to there, but here we're just going to park at this dock. We're going to get on the thing, look over there, there's the place that we want to get to, but here's some sprinting. Sprinting we basically did by making it so the bar goes down when you hold down the key and it increases your run speed. If it hits the bottom basically then you can't sprint anymore, but we're just going to head up here. So this is the second island, it's a giant sponge. We've got some parkour section just going to teach you how to do the jumps. So here's the parkour section. I might be failing it a bit here, but this is basically it, but I can explain some stuff in the project while I do this. So the main idea was just Spider in the bath, and you know, he's got some abilities and stuff. So he's going to do some jumps, and you can see here that we're doing some sprint jumps and I've fallen, but we can just retry this. But the things I wanted to do was make it so that, you know, you feel like you're a spider, so you've got spider based abilities and you're incredibly small in terms of the thing, because the themes I picked were scale and I also picked exploration, so that's why the area is kind of open. As you can see here, we're about to do this last couple of jumps. So at this point, this is my first tutorial section almost. As you pick this up, it's got a little interact prompt on top of it that basically locks to the player. But you pick it up, and now if I press right mouse, it will play a little sound effect and I can grapple up. This is basically the main mechanic of my game and how you're going to progress through the next area. I wanted to make it so you could go to all the areas, but you know, you couldn't progress through it. But yeah, we press this button, same prompt, and it gives us a boat. This is just so you don't lose your boat, since I couldn't get the boat stuff exactly working. But there's the marker for where the end of the level is, and this is where we got to go to bring the beam down to get up there. So we're just going to exit up here. I nearly fell there, but this is basically the main challenge of the game. This is going to test the players' skills and basically make it so that they kind of understand what they're doing on. So we're going to start off quite simple, with just some climbing ups and swinging across. We got some jumps here, and here's where it gets a little bit advanced, because we're going to put ourselves on these platforms and make ourselves to the top. So this is the second one and the third one, which we just make. And the fourth one is pretty easy too. Now this is the difficult section. This is kind of the point where, oh, this is your final challenge, you know. This is the final point where, oh, what am I going to do? So we've got some things and it gradually gets harder. I wanted to do this because it would make it so the player, you know, finally understands what they're doing and provides them a pretty decent challenge. Now here's the cool part. Basically, if you interact with this, as you can see, the interact prompt has come up again, which is with the collision. It will go over there and hit the wooden beam there, which brings it down. So that's a little cutscene I made using the cutscene thing in the level maker, where you just make it so that it plays it and it locks at the end. Another thing I've not mentioned is the water. I used the water plugin in Unreal. So as you can see, the water kind of flows naturally, and if you do fall in the water, it will reset the level, and it will put a little shader on your screen. So here's the final island. This is the shampoo island. We're just going to get up here, and this is kind of your final parkour challenge. It's just supposed to be a little ending bit to get you up to the end. So we just jump up here, and then we jump up this section, and we have finally climbed up to the top where we can then head to the end. And before we enter the level, we can just have a little look around and show the whole bathroom, because I did model the whole bathroom because I wanted to make it feel like a proper bathroom that the player is in, and not just some empty box. So you can see we got a door over there. I showed the mirror and window earlier, and there's a toilet and toilet roll over this side, as well as a rug on the floor. And what you're standing on right now is the sink, which is basically the end point of the level, because I want to make it like, oh, you're a spider, you finally made it out, you're going to go down the drain to try and hopefully get out of the house, which is kind of the point here. So if I were to do extra levels, it would be like more exploration stuff in like Susan maybe. But yeah, it comes up with a little interact prompt. I have given player the freedom to explore the areas that are given, which should be very helpful, as now they can just look about and see what's around. So yeah, that's basically everything to my game. I think the project went pretty decently. I got most of what I wanted to do. There are some stuff which I could have improved on, such as the boat mechanics. I couldn't get them exactly to be floaty like I wanted them to, but how it is right now, it works pretty decently. But yeah, that's basically my whole game. I think it went pretty decently. So yeah, thanks for watching.